They used to go on YouTube for me very nicely, but Screencastify doesn't do that anymore. All right, so here we go. Number one is your basic shape tools. Basic shapes. We know the rectangle tool. I'm up here, so your eyes should be up here. And that's in my video now. Thank you. Okay, we have a rectangle tool. We have a rounded rectangle tool. We have the ellipse tool. What's another word that you guys call an ellipse? What is this tool? It's a circle or an oval. That's an ellipse. Polygon, what's a type of polygon? Hexagon, triangle, very good. We have a star tool. How many points can a star have in Adobe? It is infinite, but don't do it. Don't do more than 18 because it doesn't even look cute. All right. And then the flare tool. I hate the flare tool, but you guys love it. If you can figure out a way to make it great, fine. I'm not going to demo it. All right. So very quickly, today what you're going to do is you're going to draw a rectangle. Okay. How do I draw a square? Perfectly every single time. Shift. Okay, I'm going to hold down shift and draw that, and then I'm going to go and left click, and I'm going to go to the rounded rectangle tool. When you guys draw shapes, you will see these little tiny circles. They almost look like the Target logo. That means that the corners can be rounded. So you can pull on them. I'm not going to show you how to do an individual like each one right now, but you can actually round this even more than what the default is. And I can even go up to my square and I could round that corner too. And I can even make it into a circle. All right. This is just the shape tool. Okay. And then I'm going to make my artboard bigger here. Okay. And then I'm just going to continue drawing my ellipse. My ellipse, same thing. If I hold down shift, I draw perfect. If I don't, I can draw an oval. All right. And then I have the polygon tool. This is how the polygon tool works. You have to left click once to define how many sides you want. The star tool works the same. So if I just left click once, it's going to pop up this dialog box. So if I want a hexagon, I need to type in how many. Hexagon is how many sides? Thank you. Am I speaking a foreign language? Holy cow. All right, same thing here though. I get that little Target logo, right? And so I can round that corners as well. All right, and then the star tool, I'm going to click once and I'm going to say I want an 8-point star. Okay, and there we go. And if you zoom in, you will also see, if you click on this one, you have to click on the direct selection tool to be able to change the size. Okay? It looks like a little grabby hand. All right. When you guys are watching this, make sure you fast forward through all this stupidity. All right. So then what I'm going to do is, I think I have everything. Triangle is 3 sides. We got that. All right. I'm going to rubber band select all, hold down Alt. Oops. Rubber band select all, hold down Alt. Wrong selection tool. That's why. Okay. And I'm just going to pull these off, and I'm just going to quickly use the default gradient. You can use one of your own. All right, so this looks really cool because it looks 3D, but I want the gradient underneath it because tomorrow when I start working on this, I need my gradient to be underneath it. How do I get my shape to go underneath another shape in Illustrator? Anybody figure this out yet? I right-click, and I go to Arrange, and I say Send to Back. Okay, so I literally can do them all at the same time, which is really kind of great. I do want to see, though, that your gradient is slightly behind. Okay, so that's all I really want to see on that board is that your ability to create all these different shapes, curving the corners if you want, whatnot. Okay, then when we go over to the next artboard, because you're creating 3 artboards, by the way, I set mine up to be 8.5 by 11. I think that's going pretty well. Hint, hint, if that's what you want. All right. So then this is really lame. All right, I just combined what 2 shapes to create this guy. What 2? Don't look at the negative space. Look at the positive space. What 2 shapes did I combine? Rounded rectangles. That's all I did. But when I just was doing my demo, I love this hexagon. I kind of love that idea. And I'm going to do, what is it, 6? Okay. And I kind of love this idea of getting in there And I'm going to make this guy slightly rounded, like he's going to be my little pumpkin. There we go. That to me just looks so much more organic and like natural. And I didn't know I could do that. And then I'm just going to draw a little stem, okay, and put it on there. Now I'm going to rubber band select both of those. And how do I group them? Nope. Right click and I choose group. Okay. You can't join them, but you can group them. Eventually, I'm going to show you how you make it one shape, but that's not today. Okay. And so now it's all one shape. I'm going to pull out a copy. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it behind it, arrange, send to back. And then I'm going to use my eraser tool from yesterday. And I'm going to then carve a fun little face or whatever it is that I want to do. You can definitely look online if you want, or you can do whatever because it is practice. All right. Again, using different size brushes. I did this very fast. All right. There you go. And I'm going to double click on my eraser tool. I'm going to just put a huge point. There you go. All right. That's why knowing how to use the eraser tool is good because the angle is helpful. All right. And then last but not least, I'm going to go get some sort of object. In this case, I thought I would challenge myself to the black cat. You don't have to do anything this advanced. I mean, that tail, I cheated. All right. I actually just drew a line and then I used I didn't cheat. I just did it a different way. I wasn't going to use the pen tool on it. I drew a line, I went up to my distort and transform, and I used zigzag and twist and whatever. So I know how to do that. So there we have it. And then I did the little whiskers with lines, okay? And these might be ovals that I changed as well for the eyes, because there you go. All right, so then you're just going to use your pen tool to find something. I do look at this now, though, and I see all these basic shapes, right? I see a head and a body that you could use if you want to do it that way. No, I do want you guys to do pen tool. I do want you guys to do pen tool. All right. So I want you to, on top of this, lock this layer down, pen tool it, and then fill whatever it is that you want. Okay. I deleted the eyes when I was doing, or when I did the eyes, I deleted them. So what I did, because they weren't there, okay, I just drew 2 circles through gradient in them, grouped them, and then I put them on top. All right. I can show you how to use all the tools, but you have to know how to problem solve with the tools. All right. And that's why watching online tutorials is always great. And then that's just a little pen tool practice. Once again, when I got done doing that, I held down Alt. I filled it with, oh, so many kitties. So cute. All right. I filled it with the gradient, and I just want to kind of see whatever it is. Just something, not a pumpkin. Once again, if you don't want to do a pumpkin, like you're like, I like butterflies, that's fine. All right. Or I like leaves. I want to do more leaves. Like now that I know how to use all these different tools. All right. So I do want to remind you too, though, real quickly, that you do have the direct selection tool. And so you can change any of your anchor points. So if you're looking for something really specific, you can draw, anything and add anchor points. You have that ability. So if you're like, oh, I really want something specific up there, you know how to do that all. I'm not trying to stop you. All right. I'm just giving you more tools for your toolbox. Questions on any of this? As soon as it's loaded, yes.
How many shapes do you need?
Shapes, I want you to do every single one. So there's the rectangle tool plus then square. Then you have rounded rectangle tool. You have circle and oval. You have a polygon, I think at least 2 there, so that I know you can make a triangle and some sort of other polygon. And then a star tool, 2 different stars. So that's a good question. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 9. You should have 9. So I should see this. So let's get rid of our duplicates.
No fire tools though, right?
I don't, it's called the flare tool. Yeah, but that's okay. So what do I have here? Do I have 9 there? There's 9. There you go. That's 9. I'll put this in the daily slide deck too. I'll clean it up and everything. But that's a great question. All right, remember, I know how to do all this. This is up to you. If you want to go on top and see what happens on your shapes, I don't know why that just happened. Oh, ha! I almost forgot to show you guys this. Holy crap. Okay? I had those two shapes on top of each other, and I took my eraser tool. Holy cow, I can't believe I almost forgot this. Your eraser tool will slice through both layers. All right? So if you don't want it to slice through both layers, then you need to move whatever layer it is that you want to slice through and then put it back on top. Okay? Holy cow. Thank goodness you asked. All right. Questions, cares, or concerns? Again, I don't care of the subject matter. It's that time of the year. It's fun. All right. If you want to. If it's against religious beliefs, I'm not forcing you to choose any of this. There's a lamp for an inspiration. There's a clock. I mean, there's you did animals, you did leaves. There's flowers. I mean, there's anything that you want to do. All right. There's a whole list of what artists and designers make art about, architecture.